back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew, but you might know as a Leffy or a leaf blower, or if you have to be jingles, he calls it leFH18B2, but I think that's because he can't pronounce it. Anyway, this one is on the south spawn of Siegfried Line, and it's under the command of sunshinebilly, and we've got two replays featuring the same Arty from a little time apart. Game on! Well, this Arty is basically a Char B1, a heavy tank that was repurposed to make it into an Arty. There only been 16 of them, and we don't know where they ended up. Yep, they made them, but we have no history regarding what they were used for by the Germans afterwards. It's down on the in the game as a French Arty, but in actual fact it is a German Arty. Yes, it should be with a swastika on the side because, yep, that's who made them. It's a German artillery piece on top of the hull. It's a 105mm light field howitzer capable of 410 output, penetrating 53mm of armour, and its range is almost over the entire battlefield. Not quite, but close. Reload time by the book is 8.92 seconds. We can see here that sunshinebilly, who's from Australia, has actually got a 7.85. He's found his firing position. It's a long way to go to get to it. Oh, look what he spotted. It's an OI experimental. Oh, juicy pinata, full of health for us to hit, and a direct hit right on his front. You can see where the hole is. He managed to get 71 from that first shot. The second shot hits the turret right next door to the gun. That might have damaged his gun there, and that's might be why he pulled away. The second shell hits the rocks. Well, the third shell, I should say. A DW2. Now he can take that guy out, but he has to dial in first. This Arty's really good once you let it settle. Rounds out. Oh! That would have been a kill, but for the fact that the T1 Heavy got a shot in before we did. Rounds out the KV1, hits the side of the building. He wasn't fully dialed in, but I think he felt he needed to take a chance. There's not many enemies that he can shoot at the moment. The OI is coming to sight again. He's sitting directly behind the wreck of the DW2. But he's pretty well hidden. Oh, he's pushing the wreck out, so that might make it easier for us to hit him. In the meantime, the enemy tanks are trying to push in. We're dialing in on that corner near the T1 Heavy because the Panzer Absolute H might come round, but look at that beautiful target, Wolverine, and he splashed it for 5. It landed to the right. RNG said no, but he might get another chance. Rounds out. That time he hit 101 hit points. Wasn't a penetration, but next one might be. Yes, it is. Yeah, the first shell hit the gun mantlets, and that's why it didn't end. The second shell definitely went straight through the armor and took him out of the game altogether. The armor on a Wolverine is very, very thin, as you may have heard me mention before. It's only 12.7mm thick. It was made that thick because they didn't want the Wolverine to carry heavy armor around with it. Oh, direct hit there on the AMX CLC. The shell went right over the bunker and into him. He was just hiding behind it, and that shell must have landed next door to him. Okay, we've got a BT7 here who's sitting out in the field, and again, he's stationary. The rescue's moving to the right because at the moment it's saying there are spotted tanks over to the right of our screen. In fact, yes, there they are. Unfortunately, we've got red line there, which means we can't shoot without hitting a building. An Su-85's appeared right at the back of their town. That was a close shot. I think he was anticipating the Su-85 was going to go driving forward at that point, and he didn't. I think he's gone from there now. We just saw a Matilda go through the field of view. Don't think we got a shot on the Matilda just yet. No, he's staying behind the building to remain out of sight. No red line, no green line, so we have to wait until he comes out of cover. In the meantime, we've got that BT7 sitting out in the field, and he's actually come further out, and he is actually being shot. Oh, we just fired the shell just as he was blown out. Now, it used to be you only have 42 rounds of ammunition in a PP. Now they've increased the number. It's gone up to 50. And we can see that Sunshine Billy's still got 34 rounds of HE and 2 rounds of heat, just in case the enemy gets close. The heat ammo is very, very useful. There's the AMX. You'll see he fired snap. Oh my god, he got him! So he's got his second kill. Firing snap normally doesn't work with this Arty. In fact, I definitely recommend against it, but it did work for Sunshine Billy on this occasion. I guess the game just wanted that AMX CLC out of the game as quickly as possible. We're one tank up on the enemy, but we haven't really got anyone defending this east side of the map. And I had the suspicion that that Su-85 might come south and try and find some targets. In the meantime, Valentine AT has been spotted out in the open. He's being spotted by our ELC, our BT7 and our Wolverine, and he's just killed the Wolverine. We fire around in, and oh, so close. Now, can we get another shot? It's a long time for the shell to go, but rounds out. That looks good. It was close. He's going to try another shot at range. Okay, things are not looking so good now. We've only got 3 players left in our team, including Sunshine Billy. And there's 5 on the enemy team. And that includes their Arty. And their Arty is an M41 HMC. Our AMX CLC Biz is rushing back towards our cap. Our Stugdrei Ausrung B has been sort of like stationary for the past most of the game. And I have the feeling he might be an AFK. He might just parked up for the game and gone away to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, because some players, well, they don't play the game to advance, they just go AFK to advance. They rely on other people to win the battle for them. Oh, we just saw a lamppost go down there, and we see some tables and chairs being knocked over, so we know that the enemy is in that corner. They gave us a little sign. That's why it's so useful to be Arty. Sometimes you can spot things like this. The M41 HMC is there, but I don't think he was the one who actually did that damage. And Sunshine Billy's fully dialed in. Gets a kill shot with 1 shot. That was a pen, no doubt about it. So that is at least one up for us. And here comes that Valentine AT. Oh no, he fired a bit premature there, but I don't think the Valentine AC saw where he was. But we can take this guy out. He's very low on hit points. No, again he fired prematurely. He will get spotted. Yes, he has been spotted now. In fact, actually, he's decided to drive closer to the lake to get out into cover. He's locked on to the Valentine AT, pulling back up, firing in. No, didn't work. Unfortunately, the Valentine AT, oh, he has got hits now. He's firing through the water. That's better. Yeah, once it settled on the target, it made it much easier to take him out. And he doesn't have to worry about the enemy Arty firing at him, because of course he's taken that guy out. But he does need to worry about these guys. There's these Su-85. Oh, lovely cop. Right in the face, that was. Right in the mush. Going for the Matilda. No, going. You've got to aim just slightly ahead. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. That's it. Now! Yes! Right into the side. 109. Oh, now that hit something nearby. I'm wondering if that actually hit a building. Fires a quick round. He stops the KV-1 in his tracks for 117. And he's now 1 shot. He can get the kill with this next round. Oh, it doesn't. It hits the heavy armor instead. What is going on here? There's the Matilda, there's the KV-1. He's not alone because the Stug is also there, but he is AFK. He's definitely AFK. They're tearing it apart. There goes the Matilda to an auto-aim. He's now trying to get a shot on that KV-1. He doesn't know where the guy is. Oh, no, he does now. He is actually sitting behind the house. We're all alone against that KV-1, but he is a one-shot with only 30 hit points, so a near miss is going to take him out of the game and give it to Sunshine Billy. So from being way down on the enemy, he's now got a fighting chance for a win, and he's got a top gun. Oh, it's only 4 hit points. He's auto-aimed on. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, no, that didn't work, and he'd probably be spotted. No, he wasn't. Okay, so he's taking the auto-aim off. Waiting for the guy to come out, but that's it! Yes! Wins the game! Arty wins, yet again. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first class tanker for Sunshine Billy in the VP. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. And he got a top gun as well for dealing at least 6 kills to the enemy. In fact, he ended up with 7 at that one. And his win rate for the battle was 4,645, which is super income and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't end up with the high caliber. The second highest damage in the game turned out to be the OI experimental on the enemy team, 1,536. And the third highest damage turned out to be the Matilda on the enemy team, 1,460. He also picked up an Oskins medal and a Confederate out of that one as well. When it came to kills, it was Sunshine Billy. He got 7 kills. 4 kills went to the KV-1 on the enemy team. 3 kills went to the Matilda and the Covenanter on our team. And when it came to base XP, yep, Sunshine Billy got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 958 went to Sunshine Billy, 836 went to the Covenanter, and the third highest damage, or third highest base XP, I should say, went to the AMX ELC Biz, who also got a patrol duty for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged, and he got 686. Let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 32 rounds, which means he fired more than half his ammunition. 13 direct hits on the enemy and 5 penetrations in that game. Yes, he did get a lot of pens. Let's have a quick look and see who he actually penned. Well, he penetrated the Valentine. The Valentine doesn't have much in the way of armor, but most of the shells, most of the people fire at the heavy armor on the front of the vehicle instead of actually that gun shield. And I reckon he must have hit the gun shield. That's why he got the pen. He also penetrated the Su-85. It was also coming south. He didn't penetrate the OI, but he did penetrate the M41 HMC with that one-shot kill. The Wolverine, yep, he penetrated him as well for 421. And yes, he penetrated that AMX CLC, the little tank that was hiding behind the bunker. The shell went right over the bunker and straight through the AMX CLC to give him another penetration. 13 splashes on the enemy as well, 1,639 hit points of damage, of which 1,152 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a fair bit of damage was done at close range. 2 hits received, both penetrations, I'm afraid. Yeah, that was the Valentine AT. And 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 kills, so he was so close to getting a Radley Waters. He earned 38,642 credits from the game, 50,000 for completing a mission, 88,642 altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 84,096 credits profit. 1,437 base XP. Well, it's not base actually, it's based on a premium. Times 2 for the first victory, 575 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 3,449 experience points altogether. So a very good game by Sunshine Billy. Let's have a look at his second battle and see if he can do any better than he did in this one. And the second battle is on the Widepark map. And here we go. It's actually the south spawn of Widepark. Not the best map to play because for Arty, because it's so small. but it can be played with the PP, provided you get adequate cover, because this thing is fairly slow. Maximum speed 28 kilometers an hour, and that's going downhill. A lot of enemy tanks have been spotted, including the enemy PP. They've got one too. We need to get into cover before we get spotted. Okay, looks good enough. Oh, it looks like Sunshine Billy's decided he's going to go over to the east side of the map and fire from the hill or nearby. Virtually none of our players have actually gone over to the other side of the map. There's only a couple, tank destroyers and an Excelsior, and he's knocking trees down to give himself some cover to fire from. Okay, here we go. Well, first tank he sees the KV-1, but it's actually going to be the EC-8 that he fires at first, or is it? Rounds out. Oh, so narrow. So narrowly missed that one. Okay, there's the KV-1 he spotted the first time, and he definitely hits that one just below the mantlet. But he didn't pen. All he got was 147 off. He fires another one in. Direct hit. Looks like he hit the engine deck. We can see a T1 heavy trying to get through there, but EC8's the one we really want to hit. If he backs down, we might be able to get a shot on there to take him out. He's waiting for the opportunity. KV-1 suddenly appeared, but he's dialing in on that EC8 and I hope he might be able to get him. Nope. He doesn't want to back away from that railway carriage, so go for these guys. Rounds out. Hits the KV-222. Only 63 hit points because it's a tier 7 hull. Can he get a shot at that EC8? No, he just doesn't want to drive away from there. Oh, fires the KV-222 just as he comes out of the tunnel. Now he can hit him. Almost fully. Rounds out. Yes, he gets a hit for 152 there. It's going to be difficult to hit him now. Fires one in. Nope. Went to the right. KV-1's gone up over the railway line. He can't get a shot at that one. And the KV-220 has gone. But there are a number of other tanks, enemy tanks there. It wasn't T1 that we saw, actually. It was an M6. This one is a tier 6 game with tier 5 tanks in it. Tier 4 tanks in it, actually. Okay, we've got a Crusader, but we're having to dial in, and we're shooting over the railway carriages. The enemy Arty supposedly is in that corner, in that little alcove. On that little square, I should say. Looking for any tracer, we can't see any. Oh, now we can. Okay, go for the Crusader if he can. No, can't get a shot. The M6 has suddenly appeared. We can hit him. He's dialed in now. Rounds out. Lovely shot into the turret for 77. In fact, he tracked him at the same time. Rounds out. Got another direct hit, but I think that one was more towards the rear of the vehicle. Going for another shot. Not fully dialed in. Oh! Right into his engine, and he went out the game. He's firing speculatively. No, the EC8's still up there. But he's well covered by that railway wagon. KV-1 might make the mistake of coming forward. He does, and he takes a hit for 57. They've got red lines there, which means we can't hit that area because there's buildings in the way. Well, we seem to be losing a lot of teammates close by, and the enemy is getting very close. Unfortunately, he's got the buildings in the way, but oh, we just lost the BDR. Now we've got an M10 RBFM coming in. There he is. Oh, kill shot! Went straight through the side. I suspect that was a penetrating shot. And now the enemy tanks are coming into our rear area. Got a Crusader coming straight for us. Oh! One in the engine bay. So that's his third kill. Now, there is an enemy tank around here somewhere. Strib was seen around here. It's the Striv M4257, the 3-shot autoloader with the FL10 turret. Can't see him. But we've now been joined by a Nashorn. There was a Hellcat just above us on the hill. And, well, the scores are still even at the moment. The Nashorn was last, the enemy Nashorn was last seen in that building. He's looking to try and get a shot through the window, I think. Difficult. Oh, but he did it! He actually fired a shell through the window and it hit the Nashorn. There was no explosion there. Can have another go. No, that hit the building. The Strib's been found. He's close by. Have we got a shot? Not really, not yet. He backs around the corner. Okay, the enemy VP's been spotted. But he's trying to hit the east gate. No, that didn't work. Now you can hit him in the engine bay. Okay, we've got a Chinu in the open. Let it settle in. Unfortunately, we just lost our VK. But we hit the rear of the Chinu for 163, tracked him. Go for another shot. Fully dialed in. And he's killed him. That's his 4th kill. Okay, the Easy 8's trying to make his way over to the railway bridge. No. Let this settle. You should be able to get the Easy 8. He's a one-shot. Round out. Yes! That's 5. One short for Top Gun. Come on, you can do it. Go for the lefty. Fires through the window. The enemy Nashorn's been spotted now, and he's missing a lot of hit points, and most of that was down to Sunshine Billy because he did fire through the window and hit the guy, and I think he splashed him as well a couple of times. Unfortunately, we lost sight of him. We can't get a shot on the VK3001H yet, but I think the Hellcat's actually hitting him, and the Nashorn on our team finishes him off. There's the Nashorn on the enemy team. We're fully dialing in on a spot. We're picking it, rounds out. Oh my God, he got the Top Gun. He fired between the two buildings and the Nashorn drove between the gap and the shell went right into his side. And that means now the only remaining enemy is the VP. There he is. We can get a shot on him, but it means firing through another window. That's out. And the game is over because the VP goes down to the Excelsior. Here's the end of battle from results from the second game, and it's another first-class tanker for Sunshine Billy and the VP. He managed to get a bruiser medal again for getting at least 5 critical hits, and yet again he got 14 hits, 14 criticals. He also got a high caliber this time around because he did the most damage in the game, at least 20% of the enemy hit pool, as well as getting a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and his win rate this time was even higher, 6,605. Very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see he definitely got the highest damage in the game with 2,091 hit points. The second highest damage in this one went to the Easy 8 on the enemy team, 1,663. And the third highest went to the Wizzy 131GFT with 1,571. When it came to kills, yep, he had that one as well with 6 kills. 3 kills went to the Easy 8 and the Striv M4257. And 2 kills went to the Nashorn, the SU-85 and the Hellcat on his own team. And when it came to base XP, yep, he's got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns yet again. 1,061, the only one to get over 1,000 in this game. And 844 went to the Excelsior and 705 went to the Nashorn. Well, again, something you might be interested in. One of the enemy tanks in this game was somebody we know. Yes, Provo Bob, a regular to What Arty Noobs. He was in that game. He was shot, and he was shot right up the rear by Sunshine Billy's Arty. Yes, he was the one who was running away. We lost sight of him, but then the shell went into his rear and wiped him out. Yes, so poor old Provo Bob. He didn't get a chance to have a good game in that one, but he did feel the wrath of Sunshine Billy right in his posterior. So let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 28 rounds in this game, so much less than the last one, because he over 32, I think it was 32 rounds in the last one. 15 direct hits on the enemy and 7 penetrations this time round. So he was really penetrating the enemy a lot. And he penetrated the Nashorn twice. Once when he was actually behind the window, and the second time when he drove straight between the gap between the buildings and he put the round straight into the side of him. So 2 penetrations on 1 tank. He also penetrated the Easy 8 when he took him out and killed him, as well as the M6. Of course, Provo Bob got that shot right up his rear. And the Crusader, who actually just poked his rear out and again got a shell in it, as well as the Chi Nu, who was sitting with his back to us. And yes, Sunshine Billy put a round up him. And lastly, he hit the M10 RBFM and wiped him out for 188 with 1 round, and it penned him. So a lot of penetrations in this one. He earned 2,091 hit points of damage, of which 1,752 were more than 300 meters. He actually damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6. So yet again, he was on course to get a Radley Walters, but unfortunately just didn't get those last kills to make it work. And he earned 47,798 credits. But because he didn't get a mission completion, he only got 44,214 credits to take away. But he did get 25 bonds, 1,591 XP, 637 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 2,228 experience points altogether. So 2 brilliant games by Sunshine Billy. And it was so funny that in this game, he was kept on shooting people up the ass, and he was getting the hits, and he was going right through them. So you could call him a rear bandit in this one. I wouldn't call him a rear admiral because it's not naval, but he certainly was going for people's rears, and he was hitting them quite well. So I guess he liked the surprise to give them a surprise when he could. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.